Good morning. Okay, so we don't know what's going on with the hair, but it's there. It's oh, child. Anyway, I was playing around with it this morning, but good morning, good morning. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Now, my weekend was filled with grandchildren, and I loved it. It was wonderful. Um, so happy Monday! Happy Monday! We're back. I didn't come on yesterday because I had my granddaughter. She was not gonna let that happen. 'Cause she's like, fancy, fancy, fancy. So that wouldn't work. But I hope all is well. Everybody had a great weekend. Like I said, mine was good. So many things. It was a lot of travel, and then we made it up, picked up the one granddaughter, and then let me go this way, and then um, went to the other granddaughter. So I must say, it was a good weekend. A lot of traveling, but it was good. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, I really did want to get on yesterday, but grandbaby wasn't having it. Um, so uh, I saw this thing with, I'm Katrina, the author of the book Crave. I guess I got to keep introducing myself. Okay. Anyway, so I saw this thing with candy bears, and if you don't know, I do bear rum candy. I have not been as focused on it because I'm working on my own stuff, but do. Uh, I am a part of Bedroom Candy with Candy Birds. I just haven't been so focused on it because, like I said, I'm trying to build my thing, and I do love Bedroom Candy. I love doing parties. I love hosting. I think it's so cool to do the parties and play the games and get to know the people. But I'm gonna be hopefully back in full force with it. But I just gotta build Crave to where I need it to be, and that's the big screen. So but I'm still, I'll do a little bridal shows here and there promoting, to host events. But at this point, I do not host events in no one house. You have to be in the venue per security. That's his rule. So let's follow security because he know best. And husband agreed. I think we all agreed actually. Um, but yeah, so I ran across this thing with Candy and she said, what's my next move? What's your next move? Um, I think I don't want to tell my next move. I just I think I would want you to see it, you know. Let me okay, let me turn this down because big brother's out there. And as soon as we get started, here he come. So I don't think I want to tell my next move. I think I want to show, if that makes sense. Because I know, all right. So when I started out, I knew I always wanted to be a writer, but it just the life of being a single mother did not work. Uh, my dreams. When you're a single mom, you put everything on hold. It's not about you no more. So now after I got married, well, I've been married 11 years now, 12 this year. Um, so I think, you know, as my husband and I discuss, talk about dreams and all this kind of stuff. Things. So I think, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my book and work on that because I did have kiosks at the mall, Katrina Sugar Creations, which I love doing. I used to do the candles, the bracelets, the phone cases, all that kind of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the phone cases and so, but expanded. But my dream was to always write book. I never told anyone. I only told my Mel. So, um, but yeah, so we did it. And of course, the first book is small because it's an introduction, basically, of what I'm doing and the stories I'm putting out and making it conversation with great. Do you see yourself in the situation? So, and a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's too short." It's not a full book. introduction, basically, um, of stories that will lead to conversation where we'll get together, the readers. Not a lot of us. The max is 50 per event. We'll play games, we'll talk about the book, win prizes, get to know each other, and see how you would handle different situations of life, you know? So basically, that's what Crave is going. And then as you read more and the stories start to come out into that full book, you will see that it gets longer. But I'm going to be honest, most people, they say they want a long book. Guarantee you, 200 pages in, you're stopping. You're not going to pick that book up again. Okay? Let's be real. Okay? Because sometimes we get distracted with life, children, you know, all kinds of things that, we're going to finish the book or we got to work or you're working overtime or da, 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 da. So many different things, but I don't think far as my next move, um, I did a billboard for Crave. First of all, I make sure everything is written in stone. Okay. Everything is up to date. Everything is paid for. Everything's ready to go. And then we post it after. So I don't think I will want to tell my next move. I just, I think I will be like, well, all right, prime example, like um, book signings. Now, once everything is sealed, I've been accepted because I don't know if people know it's a process. You don't just get to walk in and sell your book. They have to read your book. They have to want you to be there. Okay, you just don't come. It don't work like that. You have to be accepted. So once you're accepted, then at any type of or a certain type of book events, and once you're accepted, then you know I'll post a flyer. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be such and such. So now I do have days as if you on my um bedroom bedroom candy and Katrina Sugar Creations IG, you will see that I post. I think it's South. No, Boston. I posted Boston. I have the flyer for South Carolina, North Carolina. Like I have dates out there, and I know I keep saying I'm gonna make this flyer, but let me tell you something. Life be life. We be busy, and I have my grandbabies. Let me tell you something. They are such a ooh, the oldest one, my twin. Let me tell you something, girl. That is my twin, honey. But I know I said I was gonna do it this weekend, but I didn't. I'm gonna try to get to it this week. We'll see. Um, but telling for I think telling my next move. Should we do that? The less you tell them, the more they wonder. What do you think about that? I think you know, or just well, that could be kind of confusing. Telling your next move because you want people to follow you and you want people to know what you're doing, but then you also want to watch exactly what you put out. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't want to put everything out. I don't know if I'm making sense on this, but I think putting out the next move should be, um, I guess it depends on the situation. Long as the deal has been sealed, then we put it out, if that makes sense. Like I said, with the Times Square thing, that was, you know, I love it, honey, and I will always be in Times Square. Let me tell you something. Once I got a taste of that, can't tell me nothing, honey. Let me tell you something. You cannot tell me nothing. And I also know I have a meeting, a phone conversation today at I think 4 o'clock with a friend of mine, and we're going to interview her on Master Mercedes, and the questions are going to be, really different. Okay, so definitely tune in for that. Like I said, I'm gonna put it on the flyer. Let me seal the deal with her first, and get it going. And then I have to put this flyer. Now what, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna this flyer will be out by Thursday. Okay, I said it. Damn it. I'm gonna do it by Thursday. You know, so I don't think we should tell our next move until it's time to make the move. Like everything is written on that next move. What do you think? I think so. Like, and sharing is okay, and like, don't get me wrong, because all the events that's coming up is already sealed. It's done. I'm coming Boston. I'm coming Virginia. South Carolina, North Carolina. Uh, I was going to do the Atlanta thing with the Women's Expo, but my husband has a business trip, and I'll be there. I'll be the good wife, and I'll be laying at the what you call it, at the pool. So I have to be there just to lay at the pool. So yes. So we're going to miss the Atlanta one. But I think it depends on what it is, if we should tell our next move or not. I don't know. I just think sometimes silence is golden. And then once you do it, you post it. But I guess that can be, uh, that's, well, because if you want people to follow you and know that you do have something going on, I guess you can tell your next move, I, to a certain degree. Let's just say that, to a certain degree. Um, everybody say real gangsters move in silence. But if you need to follow in and need the people's attention and all that kind of stuff, then I wouldn't quite say that. What do you think? mm mm I don't know. But my next move, like I said, well, I can say that mm, I'm working hard to do something that's life changing. And what I'm working on, my husband and I discussed yesterday in the car after driving the grandkids off, what I would, what we're going to do. Um, and present it to a company and see where we go from there. And to me, if that takes off, let me tell you something, honey. Ooh, that see, once you plan your move, you execute it, and then you speak on it. That's what I think. Instead of saying, "Hey, I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do that. This is what's coming down the line." But what if it don't come down the line? You know, what if you have to, as Ross say, pivot? You know, so um, yeah, I think yeah. So once we make that move and we complete this task that we discussed yesterday, um, then we'll share it once we get it to where we need it to be. Now, I can say I can share this. A Poet's Pain should come out this year, will come out this year. I said should, will. Okay, still early. It's Monday. Um, and Master Mercedes welcomes Ebony, you know? So yeah, I'm thinking. But anyway. So get your plans together. If you're working on something and you really don't want to, really share until it's complete. So that's okay too. What if you tell your next move after you made the move? How about that? We can go for that. Whether it's um, going back to school. You know, once you're going back to school, but once you're in school, then you tell everybody, "Oh, I'm already in school. That was my next move." And or find another job, or just or buying a house, getting a new car, uh, you know being a mentor, you know and just do it and then say, "Hey, this is my next move. I already made my next move." You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have to make another move because I already, well, you keep making moves, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry, you keep making moves, but you planned your after you do your move. Okay, let me drink some coffee. I'm freezing up, honey. So after you make your move, then you discuss the next. Then you tell You'll move. So people already think that, oh, she's about to make the move, but you already made the move, if that makes sense. So I think I'll go with that. But I love the conversation she had, how she had, Candy had things coming down the line and always preparing for the next move. After this move, the next move. And. So that's like I said, that's one of the things we were discussing yesterday in the car. The next move. The next move could be life changing for me. Okay. For us, for the family, period. For the team, you know. So when I say team, honey, it's only four of us. I'm gonna keep that very clear. Husband, me, sure, big brother. Okay. So that it will definitely be, and we're so I did set a date for it. Okay. I think I said May. I think I said May. It will be complete by May and submitted. The goal is to have it submitted on May 1st, because that would be a beautiful Mother's Day gift there. Yes. So yeah. So any move that you make it and then talk about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, happy Monday. Happy Monday. What is going on with this hair? It's just doing what it want to do. That's all right. It's Monday. I'm about to take these braids out because I have to get my hair done over again because my husband has an event coming up. So, but yeah. Always remember too, I found this on Pinterest. Silence, move, loud results. So if you move in silence, and I'm not taking nothing from Candy when I say the next move, all right? I'm not taking nothing from her when I say that. But what I'm saying is, I think we should tell it after we move. After we make the move, we should tell it, right? I think that's a good idea. Hmm, let me know what y'all think. It's Monday. It's fun day. I gotta go to this place to give me a little bit of change. I gotta start taking these braids out. So I think I'm gonna start probably, let's see. I don't know. Next week. We're gonna try for one more week. We'll push for one more week. We'll see. Mm. But anyway, so I want everybody to have a great Monday. Never let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do. I would just say do what you want to do, your goals or whatever you want to do. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's taking a vacation. I don't care what it is. Whatever you want to do, just do it and then talk about it. That's just like when you go on vacation and you post the pictures. You should post your pictures after you get back because next thing you know, somebody might be knocking at your door trying to get in, knowing that you ain't home. You understand what I'm saying? And letting people know that you're on vacation and your house is, available for people just to come break in and steal your stuff or whatever. Anyway, so always post your pictures after your vacation. So whatever you're going to do, post and show after you do it. How about that? And if you have something written in stone and you know it's going into effect, then share. Like with my the book signings and everything, I know where I'm gonna be. I just haven't did the flyer to promote. But I have been putting flyers on uh BK. But I'm also gonna put uh the flyer it's gonna be Master Mercedes party. All is welcome. Only thing that we ask is that you pay for your drinks and unlimited drinks will probably be just $10, but we have to bring some type of revenue in. Sorry, honey, it's real out here in these streets. But anyway, I want to say, well, like I said, silence moves, loud results. Always remember that. That's your motivational Monday. Move in silence. Don't let anybody know what you're doing. I'm not taking up from Candy, but if she tell her moves, she tell her moves. But I think we all should hold that card, and then once we move, we lay that card down, and then we show the world we did. and then don't stop. You just keep moving and keep doing your thing. Be kind to one another. Pass the word. And if you want to tell your next move before you do it, let me know. Let me know how you feel about this. Like I don't believe in that, but you know, because I think sometimes people could be so against you when you're trying to make that move and you know push bad on you and stuff like that. I don't know, but I guess it's the company we keep too. So watch that too. So happy motivational Monday. Um, be kind to one another. Make sure you eat some breakfast. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And I think I will see you on Thursday for motivate. What? No, what's Thursday? Food for thought Thursday. Eh, Actually, I got a couple of topics I want to discuss too. So I actually might come back on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see what we're feeling. But let me go because I gotta go to this place that's gonna give me a little bit of change. And um, so yeah. Anyway, have a great, great Monday. Be kind to one another. Pass on the act of kindness.